Warning! Some users may find the following video disturbing, so if you fucking don't like it, deal with it. So give this video a fucking like. Now you could hear me. Well, hello and welcome to the game of Kerbal Space Program here. After that little technical issue, I was just speaking that whole time, and you didn't even hear me. But here I am in the game of Kerbal Space Program, and people, I bet you're wondering where the frig was I today and why there was no videos posted today on my channel. It was because I was struggling my ass off to get this to work. But today, we have an interesting flight planned that we are going to be doing today. It's all set up. Everything's going to be automated. All we get to do is sit back, press one button, well, two buttons to be exact. All I got to do is press start here and press B for the landing gear, or whatever the landing gear, G. That's it. I worked my butt off to get this rocket to work. Now, right now, all we're doing is we're waiting for our lunchtime window here to open up. Soon that will be available for us to start. Nice to know my microphone cut out there. I was speaking the whole time again. Really got to fix that. But here we are on our next cam here. We even have a lunch time there. We're just waiting 10 minutes till this we get in our trajectory orbit time window to go to the MUN. We do have the timer in the bottom right. We do have the control tower taking fully control of this flight. Let me just get more comfortable. I'm getting a phone call. and we are here almost at our launch time here for anyone that is just joining in watching this right now or anyone in the future. Right now we are just waiting for our launch time here to be going to Kerbal here, and our nice atmosphere pressures here. If I could press the right thing, there we go. But we have our altitude up there for some reason. Don't know why that's there, because that's off. Dealing with a little bit of glitches here. Let me just solve that real quick. There we go. There's our craft there. Our Kerbal 1. Our mission with this is you have the side boosters there. Those will get us to at least 100 in vertical speed. And they will also break apart in lower orbit here, or lower atmosphere of Kerbal. The main orange booster there that you see, the main rocket, the first stage, the big stage, that's going to get it at least out into atmosphere, and its second stage, which is right above that, is going to take it into an orbit. After it goes into its orbit, it's going to then break away from the second stage and go into the pod and head directly to Kerbal, and then go to a periapsis and do a cylindricalized orbit around the moon, and then we're going to hold there for at least 30 seconds, and then we're going to start doing a burn to land on the moon, or MUN. That is our planned mission here. So we're at T-minus 2 minutes to go till the timer at the bottom of the screen will count down, and we'll start off this mission. So far, everything is a go. We have everything green and ready for action here. We will also be having the launch cam up for you guys so you can see that. That will be nice for you. You can see there, we have a nice launch cam so you can see them nice and burn off at the beginning there with the main stage. We will be adding more cameras soon to our launch pad here so we can get more a upper cam and some more cameras everywhere. That's one of our next objectives here at Stu's Space Industries. Still haven't came up with the name right. Still got to put the vote up. So go to my community area. The vote will be up tonight or today. Today I'll put it up, the vote. We got to figure out what are we called in KSP. But again, the reason why I was not posting anything yesterday or the day KSP the day before, which was planned, was because I have been trying to get this craft ready, and we're almost at the T-minus time up there. We have 43 seconds till the window opens for us, and I hope you guys enjoyed this lovely flight that we do today. And at the first stage will should burn at T-minus 4 seconds, and the side boosters will start igniting at T-minus 1 second, and then release will be at 1 second. That is what the launch sequence plan here is today, and I hope you guys enjoy this, and we're soon going to be quiet and listening to tower control on the timer below. We do have 3 Kerbals in this craft here that will be going into the outer atmosphere here to land on MUN. We are on a goal to land on MUN today. So far we have our timers going, we have our launch cam. You do have the altitude and speed up there in the top right, which you will witness. We will see the boosters from down below here break away.
20 seconds and counting.
When we hit T-minus 15 or 12 seconds, I will be quiet.
12, 11, 10, Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. Tower cleared.
And as we could see here with the great beginning and start of Kerbal 1 here, going off into the distance for a very first mission here at Stu's Space Industries or International or whatever we vote upon. But we have successfully sent off Kerbal 1. As we see right now with the little connection issues right now that we are having, we are right now seeing the boosters just go through their calculations for sure. Some reason normally that doesn't happen, but we are making it. The first state, all the little boosters on the sides will get us to the proper speeds and trajectories to leave Kerbal here today. We will be swapping to our other cams pretty soon, so you will be seeing directly from the craft. We do have a very successful mission here planned today, and I hope you guys really enjoy this. So yeah, I'm gonna sit back and we're gonna swap to the other cams about pretty soon when we see those last boosters break away. And we will be looking at the main stage with the upper looking at the lower, and that will be right now. And we will switch to the other cams here. As you can see on our right there, we have Kerbal there, and on our left you can see that's the upper and outwards way. Today our flight is going very successful today. We are so far doing exactly what the mission states and what we are supposed to do. We are gonna go to a vertical ascent to 140 kilometers. That is what is planned for this mission to MUN, and we're gonna do a transfer to MUN. And then you will again see that stage there, the main stage breakaway. Once, pretty soon actually, we're gonna see that breakaway, and it's gonna go to our second stage, which will carry us to full orbit. As we see, we hit our 30 kilometers right now. We will be starting to do a little bit of a turn right now to start correcting ourselves for a proper orbital trajectory to get to 140 kilometers for a gravitational turn. You will also see the RCS will be engaged as of right now. If you could see there in their left cam there, you could see MUN over there for a little quick glimpse. We just got a quick glimpse of MUN. You see below, that's our last time of seeing Kerbin there. And we are going to start doing our journey to MUN. Pretty soon you will see the first stage there break away and start moving on to the second stage, which again, the second stage will get us to a proper orbit with Kerbin. And then the second stage will break away, and there are propulsions on it where all this stuff will deorbit, so we do not get space junk. I can't deal with any more space junk. It just takes up too much, and I think I'm gonna have to move on to another save after this game, because after doing the satellites and everything, it just makes a lot of things slow down in this and not work properly. But it's been a blast, this mission, trying to get to MUN here. It's been a hard goal to get all the proper communication up real quick and get the basics of Kerbin here and get some really realistic flights going on here for us to stream and get some gameplay of. But I will bring back some of the other style of gameplay footage. Maybe I'll even do some commentary versions of Kerbin here. But I'll put all that up for a vote. And yeah, we're gonna pretty soon be going into our orbit here. You'll see our first stage will do a beginning burn and then breakaway, shoot off, deorbiting itself, and then the second stage will take over and we will be rocketing on, I guess you would say. Well, we would be moving on, and you'll see that speed on the right there, so we're going to be converting that. So your left speed there, that is the main stages, and on the right will be the craft, our where our Kerbins are, heading to MUN. As you see, the first stage will start burning right now for a couple of seconds and then break away really quickly, jumping off to the second stage right there, and it's shooting right off, going right back to Kerbin, going right back into the atmosphere and burning right up before even touching the ground. So there's our last moments with the first stage there on your I would say left side of the screen there. That's what that is. We will make it so you could see on our left here. Where is it? There we go. On our left there, that is our MUN cam. We do have a MUN cam for when we do land on Kerbin. We will witness the Kerbin exit out and plant the flag of our nice country of Kerbin here, the United Kerbin. But we will soon be going through the second stage burn here to get into our trajectories. We will then toss it completely away, just completely, and its engines inside of that will burn that back out and deorbit it and re-enter it into Kerbin atmosphere. So far, we do not have the technology or ability to recover our fuel cells that we do bring back into the atmosphere, but that is something I would like to do. I'd like to achieve getting the first and second stage retrieved. That would be pretty cool, in my opinion. Instead of just doing a first stage retrieval or even a dual stage retrieval. I think a second stage coming back from a helping it get into orbit would be pretty cool to witness. But pretty soon we will be at our orbit, and you will see our second stage break away from us right there, and we will continue on with our pod here going to Kerbin. Pretty soon we're gonna be going with a quick warp around the map, just real quick, just so we can move along here. I will show you guys really quick for people that are interested in this type of stuff. I will show you the map on how things are going and what this burn is planning us to do today. This is our plan today with our trajectories. It will start burning pretty soon for us. And we will be heading to intercept with the moon, well, to get into a good trajectory with it, and then periapse it. That's it. And yeah, we're gonna land on the moon, or MUN, with a Kerbal today. Cause it's not like this is what I've been doing all day and preparing perfectly so this doesn't mess up. Because the way I did it so I don't mess up, for people not knowing, I used MechJeb, and you could script the whole flight. Everything here is autopilot. Absolutely everything. The only thing that you have to press is the start with the launch mod and press G with landing gear. That's all I need to do. The rest, it's all doing it itself. We've gotten that smart now, but right now we're just getting into that burn and it'll just go thunk and get right into it, and we're just gonna get right there into the correct intercepting orbit with MUN here. As we see, it just did it perfectly, no problem, and I didn't touch a thing. But we will see our cams here, saying goodbye to Kerbal there, again one last sight until we leave it and head off to the MUN. So right now we're gonna have a little bit of a jump warp moment. That's really what's planned. But there is Kerbal there one last time for you guys that get to witness Kerbal. And there you go, you got to witness it that quick. And saying goodbye to Kerbal, and we will be waiting till we hit around 2 meters or I can't remember what the term is, but it's really far from the moon to get our trajectory for a periapsis, or this is where things get a little sketch. But we will succeed. We will succeed. So we are doing really good today. Our flight is on perfect with what we are scheduled for. So yeah, we're gonna do golden today, everyone. Everyone, golden. I don't need to touch a thing. And we're gonna have a Kerbal on the moon, all under an hour. If I did this all right. And I will do a YouTube video. Actually, I'll do a YouTube video tomorrow that will be posted on exactly how I did this. This entire stream that you are seeing right now, I will post a video on how I autopiloted all the way to Kerbal using MechJeb, because I did not see one tutorial on how to do it. It's a lot of tinkering, but once you figure out the pattern that you're supposed to follow, it just runs so simple and smooth. And I will put this craft on my as a workshop thing too, so if you guys want to use this and try and do this too, you guys can. It's just there's a couple mods I think you gotta install, I think, or did it? Yes, I did use mods. So I don't know on that front. So yeah. But right now we are just waiting till we are almost there. We just got 4,000. We just gonna get a little warp moment here. Gotta enter a certain time. I didn't time that perfectly. It's a little bit of trial and error, this thing, but it is gonna do what I want it to do, and that's what's perfect about this. And our flight today, landing on the moon. Because I knew if I introduce any type of me interacting with this, it would have just failed. I just know it. It would have failed epically. It would just be, no. I'm not having it. We're having a successful flight today. And it's gonna land on the moon. I made sure of it so many times. I tested this over and over and over and over and over just to make sure right now live everyone gets to see this craft land perfectly on Kerbin, not Kerbin, on the MUN, no problem. And you get to see a Kerbin get out like an actual true astronaut. But unlike real, you get to see it live. The entire live broadcast since launch till landing. But soon we will be entering a warp moment so we could enter into a circularized schedule to be at the periapsis of being next to Kerbin. So we're gonna see actually Kerbin pretty soon. Should see Kerbin on your left pop up over there first. Right now you see the vast of the stars in space and the sun there. As we're getting closer and closer to the MUN as we speak. And soon you will be able to witness the moon with our nice Kerbal 1 spacecraft here. While we're waiting for this, our periapsis here moment that we are waiting for, I will let you guys get to see if I could get this. Yep. As we're waiting to get closer to the moon to do that orbit around, we'll see how that nice, amazing takeoff that we did with our Kerbal 1 spacecraft here. As we did that. Oh, we are doing a little bit of actually we're doing our orbital turn right now. So let's witness that real quick before we get to see our nice liftoff. Because we are going to see our engines burn here real quick. And there is the MUN on the light side. Right now we're just getting in that area where we're supposed to be to do our burn. It's going to be in about 7 seconds. 6, 5. And it will start right now. And after this we'll be in a 30-second like frozen zone up above the MUN here as we get ready to descend down. Right now we're at 109 meters from the moon. I think that's meters. Yeah, kilometers, meters. Someone tell me if I'm wrong or right. Most likely wrong. But let's witness this liftoff here. This nice, amazing takeoff here that we did before.
2, 1. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. Tower cleared.
What an amazing launch that was that we did back there with our first ever Kerbin 1 aircraft landing and going to the MUN with an amazing flight, with amazing breakaways. Again, this entire flight in Kerbin is completely automated. I am not touching one button. Well, the beginning and end I gotta press button, but this entire thing automated from Kerbin to MUN. It is doing it all by itself, calculating and doing it all using MechJeb. Think I'm saying that right? MechJeb. It's the, yeah, MechJeb. I'm saying it right. But we will go to our cameras after that nice takeoff there, as you could witness there. That was so nice. Such a nice flight we did today there. Loved it so much. But today we are landing on the MUN, and we are going to be landing there in right about now. We're going to be starting to go into our final descent right now as we speak. As we go to our final descent here, we are gonna pretty soon see the aircraft starting to redirect itself, and we will see MUN in view there. Right there is a little bit of a better angle, a top-down angle that is above the hatch from where the Kerbins will exit from the hatch there and exit down the ladder, going on the surface of Kerbin. Or not Kerbin. Gonna keep messing that up until I get it right. But we are landing on MUN. That's where we're landing. We're landing on MUN. You'll see them open the hatch there, and yeah, we'll see them. Those little buggers landing on MUN. Because that's what our goal is today. And we are gonna end out this whole mission to MUN. This goal. This took 17 episodes for us to get to MUN, with all the missions we had planned for us to even get here. I hope everyone loved this Let's Play of Kerbin. It's been a blast. It really has. Soon we'll be doing another mission in the future. I'm going to take just a little break from this because it was... after doing a full day of trying to get one craft to work, I need a break. I need a serious break, but pretty soon we are getting closer and closer every second. Right now we're at 106 kilometers right now in the sky. Yep. I'm gonna see if we could turn our cam here so we could look at the moon. Let's get the moon and cam if we can. Do we have the moon? There's the moon. Yes, there we go. Now we get a good capture of the moon. Now we could really witness this landing. There's the moon that we are trying to land on here. That is what our goal is today, landing on the moon here with 3 Kerbins. We do have a pilot, a scientist, and an engineer. I will get you guys those names. We got Morgan, Megcott, and Loler. in the craft today. Maybe we will, can we, no. We can't. We cannot. I was thinking maybe we can do a, what's it called moment? Have a interior. See from the window what the moon looks like from the interior. But I'm gonna give you a nice little outside shot of what our craft looks like above Kerbin here, because this is just so amazing out here. This game just, it has its moments. It has its moments, and it's just so good. You gotta love the modding community. Gotta love them. But we're right now just working our way in, slowly but surely. We gotta do it the slow way. If you do warp with all the satellites, it doesn't like it. For some reason, landing guidance does not go happy with that many satellites being in the sky. And it doesn't like time warping up to like ridiculous levels too. I've learned that. If we're lucky today, we even land on the light side of the moon. We should. We should land on the light side of the moon. If not, it will be on the somewhat light and dark side. But we will have a very great flight today because it's going so good for us right now. So we can't mess this up. So I'm going to give you our other cams back again, right here. I'm just going to be a little bit quiet for right now, and you guys can enjoy the Kerbin music and everything, and enjoy looking at the moon as we work our way down to do our landing and have our Kerbins touch down and plant the flag.